the frost could form. But the apples still ripen like you're warm. The swing still sways, though ropes are thin, like something tries to breathe you in. Your laughter stitched in the geese that fly, in curling smoke and amber sky. I never held your soul outright, but autumn wore it every night. You're the season that wore your voice, not a ghost but a softer choice. In hollow fields and silver air, I taste your name still floating there. I don't believe in death, not quite, just love that learned to leave the light. Box hums though no one's near. It knows the sound you left last year. And every pine leans just so slow, like they remember where you go. The clock stopped ticking on the wall, but time walks barefoot through the hall. It trails your scent in candle wax. In silence I still talk you back. You're the season that wore your voice, a hymn that never needed noise. No grave can hold what you became. The sky just bends to speak your name. And in the dusk, without a sound, you bloom in air not underground. You never said the words out loud, but stars leaned in like they somehow found the way your silence dressed the air, so full of love I didn't dare. I built a house on the sound of that, where night rolls in like a sleeping cat. You sat in rooms no one could see, but every shadow leaned toward me. You were the hush between two storms, the pause where longing keeps its form. I held you not in hand but flame, no vows, no rings, just sky and name. The silence that spoke me yours remains in every breeze that won't explain. There's a fence that hums when I walk by, like it remembers your goodbye. The porch light flickers just once each year, on the night your absence feels too near. I heard the desert call you back, through sandstone hills and a railroad track. But dust don't lie and stars don't bend, they just replay what never dream that dreamed of me. I met myself on a road of dust, riding a horse that turned to rust. He tipped his hat like he'd always known, said, "You ain't real, you're just full-grown bone." The sun was hanging upside down, bleeding gold on a phantom town. And every face I thought I'd kissed turned into smoke. I couldn't resist. I rode through a dream that dreamed of me, where mirrors walked and rivers could see. Time bent slow like a fiddle's cry, and the sky forgot how to die. If this is truth or just a breeze, I rode through a dream that dreamed of me. A woman stitched from wind and flame, whispered verses without a name. She said, "You ain't lost, you're just awake. This world's a lie you never break." So I dug a grave with no one in it, buried my name in every minute, and I sang to stones and burning trees till silence bent down on its knees. Fine if you see shadow flee, that's just the dream still dreaming me. A woman stitched from wind and flame, whispered verses without a name. She said, "You ain't lost, you're just awake. This world's a lie you never break." So I dug a grave with no one in it, buried my name in every minute, and I sang to stones and burning trees till silence bent down on its knees. Final if you see a shadow flee, that's just the dream still dreaming me. Saw your shadow where the pasture bends, lingering like a storm that never ends. The barn's half buried in the soil's embrace, but your eyes still haunt that broken place. The wind sings low through the rusted gate, tells the story of love turned to hate. I left my boots where the creek once ran, but the water's gone like a half-burned man. Ghosts in the hollow ground won't leave. They whisper your name, but I can't believe. I tried to call, but the earth won't speak, and the stars above just watch me bleed. The apple tree still stands, but it just a bark full of promises I can't dispute. I held your letter till it turned to ash, but your words still linger like a final crash. The moon don't shine where the wild things hide, and the thorns won't part to let the light slide. I walk this land till my feet bled through, but the road won't end and it don't know you. Ghosts in the hollow ground still moan, chasing a love that's never been shown. I'll stay here waiting for the rain to fall, but the ground is dry and the night won't call. I saw the moon shave its head last night, dropped its hair in the old floodlight. There's a saddle hanging where time stood still, but the horse made of glass won't climb that hill. A crow-stitch warning's in the wheat again, said your voice rides slow in the porch wood grain. I swept up daylight from the barn floor cracks, trapped it in jars with your letters stacked. Glass horses don't gallop, they just lean and gleam, like the dreams we parked in a rusted stream. I called your name through a field of clocks, but time just blinked from a weathered box. The sky peeled open round 4 a.m., spilled out secrets in the shape of men. I lit a match just to taste the light. The truth grows teeth when it starts to die. I wore your silence like a second skin. It fit too well to take off again. Now thunder folds its arms real tight and waits for me to lose the fight. Glass horses don't gallop, they know too well the price of motion in a wordless spell. So I sit by the fence with the stillborn breeze and hum you home through the orchard trees. And glass horses don't gallop, they just lean and gleam, like the dreams we parked in a rusted stream. I called your name through a field of clocks, but time just blinked from a weathered box. Scarecrow's missing his head tonight, still guards the field like he's got it right. My hands smell like rust and rain. I buried my name past the weather vane. There's a barn with no roof, just memory, and a cowbell ringing in a minor key. Grandma's ghost smokes by the sycamore tree, says the wind ain't real, just wants to be. So I sleep with my boots tied to the bed, dream of dirt roads I ain't never read. If silence was wood, I'd carve it thin, make a door, let the silence in. Time wears a watch that don't tick no more, just clicks like a beetle on a screen porch floor. And love she left in a dress made of bark, said meet me where the sky forgets the dark. Now I sit where the broken fence hums low, counting stars that don't know where to go. No map, no fire, just the wheat lights grin, and these nails in my pocket digging in. I sit where the broken fence hums low, counting stars that don't know where to go. No map, no fire, just the wheat lights grin, and these nails in my pocket digging in. There's a letter nailed to the cellar door, written in ink that don't bleed no more. The porch light swings like a drunk old friend, as if it knows how the story'll end. I keep owl bones in the attic chest, right next to where your Sunday dress still smells like ash and pine wood grace. A ghost with buttons stitched in lace. I never prayed, but I spoke to the creek. It answered in ripples, too scared to speak. The wind wore your voice like a borrowed coat, and left me drowning in a paper bowl. Your name grows moss on the gravestone gate, where time carves slow and the robins wait. I lit a match just to watch it light, said it burned like truth, but it kissed goodbye. They say the sky won't fall a gravestone gate, but I've heard silence break its wing. It fell through me like a stone through wheat, heavy and whole. same. Your name grows moss on the gravestone gate, where time carves slow and the robins wait. The wind wore voice like a borrowed cold, left me drowning in a paper bowl, and left me drowning in a paper bowl. I found a Bible in the chicken wire, pages soaked in axle fire. Psalm 38 was chewed by mice, but your name was underlined twice. The preacher left his boots on the stairs, said salvation don't wait in folding chairs. He kissed the dirt like it held a map, but the ground just laughed and folded back. The crows wrote verses on the barn roof tin, with claws for pins and smoke-stained skin. They preach in silence, they pray in flight, and I believe them more than the morning light. Voice like a chapel bell, rang it loud through a wishing well. Coins hit water like falling sin, but grace don't echo, it sinks within. There's a hymn in the hum of a diesel cough, and a cross carved deep where the road breaks off. I nailed regret to a cottonwood limb, bled red sap and sang a hymn. The gospel's written in wind and clay, not in books that time can flay. So I kneel in fields the sky disowns, and say amen with the quiet bones. The gospel's written in wind and clay, not in books that time can flay. So I kneel in fields the sky disowns, and say amen with the quiet bones. The silence wears a hat in this one-horse town, tipped low like the moon when the sun goes down. Barn doors sigh like they're holding in tears, and the wind knows the names of forgotten years. A crow rides fence posts like a midnight judge. Fields lean golden, but they never budge. Your ghost ain't loud, but it hums real low. between the songs on the radio. I left you where the wild oats dream, where the dirt holds truth in a silver seam. Ain't no map for roads that end like that. Just dust and stars and a silence in a hat. Sometimes I talk to the screen door swinging, like it might still answer, creaking and singing. But your name don't echo like it used to do. Now it fades like denim in a sunburned hue. I left you where the wild oats dream, where hope walks slow in a sepia gleam. Ain't no preacher can preach where we sat. Just a cross-eyed moon and a silence in a hat. I left you where the wild oats dream, where hope walks slow in a sepia gleam. Ain't no preacher can preach where we sat. Just a cross-eyed moon and a silence in a hat. I walk the road where the stars don't stay, and the moon has lost its color and turned to gray. The dirt on my boots don't know where I've been, but the wind still carries the echoes of sin. There's a crow sitting by the old iron gate, singing a song of love too late. The trees won't bend, they just stand tall, watching me fall like the seasons that crawl. Underneath the hollow sky I roam, where the night's too cold to ever feel like home. I hear your voice in the cracks of the ground, but it's buried too deep for me to be found. I built a fire from the scraps of the past, but it burned too bright and didn't last. The river's still flowing, but it won't let me swim. And the birds flew south, but they didn't sing. I tried to climb, but the walls won't break, and every step I take feels like a mistake. I reached for the stars, but they were already gone. Left me with nothing but the wind's mournful song. Underneath the hollow sky I I'm just a shadow, lost and untold, drifting through a world that's too frozen to hold. I saw a river turn into the sky, where the clouds couldn't breathe and the stars didn't try. The trees turned their backs, they don't know me now, and the ground shook beneath the weight of the vow. The sun burned black at the break of the dawn, and I waited for the day, but it's already gone. I heard a whisper from the winds in the trees, but it spoke in riddles that no one could seize. When the river becomes the sky, I'll be waiting for truth that never dies. The moon won't rise, but I'll keep counting the hours as time melts away like forgotten flowers. I found a clock without a face, spinning circles in the same old place. The light got tangled in the vines of the night, but it never touched me, never felt right. I tried to call your name, but it dissolved in the breeze like the ashes of a fire that no one believes. The mountains disappeared, but the echoes stayed, and I walked in circles where the lost souls prayed. When the river becomes the sky, I'll drift in the currents that never comply. I'll chase the horizon that never arrived, and wait for a world that's long been deprived. There's a shadow in the well where the light won't fall, and a tree that bleeds sap through the winter's call. Your boots are buried where the sun can't shine, and I still taste the dust where your lips were mine. The porch steps crack like they're keeping score of all the things we said but never swore. A rusted knife lies under the old oak ring, and I can't remember if you took my ring. Wolves don't cry in the rain, they just howl like the thunder that swallows a midnight vow. I chased your ghost through the cottonwood bin, but the wind was too bitter to call you friend. There's a rustling in the barn where the past still hides, like a broken record spinning in the tide. I felt you slip through my fingers like smoke, but your shadow still dances when the candle broke. I drank the whiskey, but it tasted like you, like the rivers we crossed when the sky was blue. But you're not a memory I can shake off. You're a scar I wear like an old worn off cloth. Wolves don't cry in the rain, they just bleed, while the earth spins slow and the dead can't bleed. I'll wait by the creek with your name in my chest. Love you still, but never confess. She wrote her sorrow on a fallen leaf, pinned it to the sky beyond belief. In the meadow where the clocks don't chime, she danced with ghosts, outliving time. A horse made of shadow drank from light. The barn door breathed in silent fright. No map can name the road she made. They bloom at dusk, then softly fade. Where the crows sow stars into the sky, with threads of wind and lullaby. She walks barefoot through the sound of rain, a name unspoken, sweet as pain. You'll find her there, but never near, a dream the earth refused to clear. She wears a coat of cedar bark. Her laughter bends the meadow dark. I saw her stitch a moon from thread and tie it to a word unsaid. The scarecrow bowed as she passed through. The wheat turned silver, not just dew. And I, a fool, where the crows sow stars with feathered grace, and night forgets the shape of face. She hums a song too old to claim, but every echo knows her name. Beneath the old ogle's breath I stand, tracing stories in the sand. Your shadow lingers with the breeze, a secret song among the trees. The river hums your name so low, it's where the wildflowers grow. I carry dust from where you've been, a quiet place I find within. You're the whisper in the grass, a memory that will never pass. Not lost, just hidden out of sight, like stars that fade into the night. And when the wind bends every bough, I feel you breathe here with me now. The lantern flickers on the porch, while crickets sing beneath the torch. No words remain, but still it's clear. Your heart beats close, though you're not here. Roots reach deep where time won't go, in silent earth where secrets grow. And though the seasons come and flee, you're the song inside the tree. You're the whisper in the grass, a memory that will never pass. Forever part of earth and sky, a soft refrain that won't say goodbye. Beneath the old oak's breath I stand, with all the love held in my lantern flickers on the porch, while crickets sing beneath the torch. No words remain, but still it's clear. Your heart beats close, though you're not here. Beneath the old oak's breath I stand, like a whispered prayer beneath the weight of open air. Your silhouette in twilight seen, half remembered, dust and dreaming. paintbrush bends to catch your name. The stars, they flicker like a flame. I chase a shadow where none remain, a silent song in the midnight rain. Between the dust and dreaming lies a love too vast for open skies. It drifts through time beyond the scene, where nothing's lost and all redeems. You're the quiet in the storm's refrain, forever dust and forever dreaming. The coyotes sing to the empty plains. There howls the thread that binds our chains. In every grain of sand it seems you're etched inside my fading dreams. No map can hold the roads we took, no words can fill this boundless book. But in the silence, soft and deep, your voice is mine, my soul to keep. Between the dust and dreaming lies a love that never says goodbye. It rides the winds, a whispered theme, forever dust and forever dreaming. No map can hold the roads we took, no words can fill this boundless book. But in the silence, soft and deep, your voice is mine, my soul to keep. Between the dust and dreaming lies a love that never says goodbye. It rides the winds, a whispered theme, forever dust and forever dreaming. The sky was painted twice last night. One shade fell wrong, one caught the light. I walked between the two alone, where shadows carve the earth from bone. Your voice was folded in the rain, a folded map I can't explain. The wind unmakes the words you said, but keeps the space they left instead. Echoes underneath the painted sky, whispers lost before goodbye. Time spills sideways, bends and breaks, where every breath another takes is folded in the endless lie of echoes underneath the painted sky. The trees lean in with secret eyes, their roots unthreading ancient lies. I touch the dirt, it hums your name, a puzzle cracked but not the same. catch the silent sail. But in the space the daylight hides, I find you where the echo bites. Echoes underneath the painted sky, where all the colors learn to die. And though the world forgets to stay, the echoes in the silence play a song that bends a soft goodbye beneath the sky that's painted twice. The trees lean in with secret eyes, their roots unthreading ancient lies. I touch the dirt, it hums your names, where every breath another takes is folded in the endless light of echoes underneath the painted sky. She left a jar of thunder on my porch, beside a match, a raven's torch. The sky bent low to kiss her heel. The ground still hums where she stood still. They say she wept into the roots, turned sorrow into blackbird flutes. I drank her name from morning dew. Now every mirror whispers you. She's honey on the hollow wind, sweet and sharp as violin. Her shadow sleeps in my old coat. She's every line I never wrote. And when the trees begin to bend, I swear she's coming back again. The well out back holds stars she spilled, each wish half broke, but burning still. She sang to wolves, she bled in rhyme, a love too old to fit in time. The lantern sways though no one walks. The crows just laugh and share her talks. I asked the fire, was she alive? It coughed and bloomed into the sky. Warmth that haunts but won't be lost. And if the dusk begins to spin, then she is near, let her begin. I stitched your name on a cloudless side, hung it where the sparrows fly. The fence still leans where you carved that tree. Love like lanterns in the wheat. Your boots by the door have gathered dust, but the floor still creaks like it remembers us. I talk to the dusk like it's keeping your seat, pouring silence into something sweet. You're the echo in the barnwood beam, the ghost in every quiet stream. I close my eyes and there you sleep, a prayer with hands too far to reach, but still you bloom in every beat, like lanterns in the wheat. I saw the moon stitch gold through the pines. It hummed your name in crooked lines. The wind wore your light, the earth kept your heat, and time just bent beneath our feet. You're the song the robins never learn, the fire and leaves that never burn. Though miles have stolen what we keep, your light in roads I walk in dreams, my lantern in the wheat. You're the song the robins never learn, the fire and leaves that never burn. Though miles have stolen what we keep, your light in roads I walk in dreams, my lantern in the wind. She didn't leave like people do. She folded light and slipped right through. Now sparrows turn when I walk slow, like they recall what ones still know. I found her hung in roots below, where moss remembers how hearts grow. No letter left, no code, no thread, just moonlight where she used to tread. She lives where the wild wind rests, past the fences time forgets. Not gone, not near, just softly placed in every hush the world embraced. You won't find her in stone or breath, but in the space just past regret. The lantern swings, though no one comes. fight beneath the wheat. Now every field bends at her feet. Sometimes the creek just stops to sing, like she braided songs into the spring. And all the owls turn once, then freeze, as if she walks beneath the trees. She lives where the wild wind rests, in shadowed light and honest yes. I carry her not in my hands, but in the way the silence stands. No longer mine, no longer less. She is the hush that still says yes. There's a gate made of bone and blackberry vine, where the wind forgets which way is time. I found your boots in the ember grass, but the laces sang, let the silence pass. The trees all leaned like they knew your weight, their shadows stitched to a different fate. The creek recites what you once said, but only when the sky turns red. In the field where names forget their sound, no one's lost, just never found. I leave my voice on a hollow tree to echo back what you were to me. Not a ghost, not a flame, not regret, but the breath of a world that hasn't ended yet. I built a bed out of fallen light, where dreams dissolve before the night. And every star that touched my skin asked where you go when you're not with them. In the field where silence grows like wheat, I heard your laugh between my feet. The